The First Coast's most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by WeatherRate. Sponsored by AC Designs.
Very interesting stuff there from Terry. All right, let's take a look over downtown Jacksonville. Just about to have another day in the books over the River City by the Sea, and it's at 54 degrees right now. All right, that's, in fact, right now, about the warmest we've been all day. We have struggled. Haven't gotten out of the 50s all day, been in the low 50s pretty much all day, and that's why we have our weather impact alert, because considering we haven't warmed up that much, we're just that much lower as the sun goes down and that heat from the day, quote unquote, heat from the day begins to escape off in the atmosphere with the cold conditions, the calm winds, and the clear skies. We're going to have record cold yet again for another morning with more frost around. So need to layer up. We got to protect the people, the pets, the plants. I know kids are getting back to school tomorrow. The layers up as they walk to the bus stop, or if they're bike riders, absolutely going to need the stocking caps protecting the skin for sure. So the areas out towards the beaches actually could see some frost. Essentially everybody could get a little bit of frost, with the calm winds more likely to see it, and that means perhaps more of us need to protect some of our plants all the way out to the intracoastal. Now freeze warning, I don't anticipate full-blown freeze, 32 and below out to the beaches, as you can see from our morning lows. 31 Brunswick, so another freeze there. We're going to go 29 for Jacksonville with clear conditions, calm winds, very likely a ideal radiational cooling kind of night. That'll apply to McClenny and Lake City. Up towards Waycross, we'll get the freeze. Now the beaches communities in the mid 30s, that is still cold enough to get frost. Of course, remember, we're talking about temperatures at about 6 feet when we're talking about air temperature. Even at the surface now, of course, cold air sinking when you get to the grass and some of those plants in the flower beds that are they're closest to the ground. That 32 can happen, and therefore we could get a little bit of frost. So for our day Wednesday, we are warming back up to 68, so a big bounce back compared to today. We had that record cold this morning, 28. 35 was the record. That shattered. We'll get to 29 in the morning. That'll break the record of 31. Then by Thursday, we begin to moderate just a bit. But we had a record cold high this morning, or this afternoon, in fact. For our day today, we hit 54, which we're still at right now. The record cold high temperature would have been 53. If we'd stayed at 53, that'd been the record for the lowest high temperature we've had in Jacksonville. That was back in 1913. So looking at our temperatures around the region as we wake up tomorrow, 20s for a lot of folks west of I-95. We'll have above freezing temperatures towards the beaches, but we'll watch for frost. Jacksonville and west towards the west side, we will have temperatures in the 20s, and that'll go all the way out to the Suwannee River Valley, Columbia County, and Baker County, down towards St. Johns County, closer to the river. We could get in those lower 30s, not quite that freeze. So 7-day forecast for you. Big bounce back. We go from 29 to 68 by tomorrow afternoon. Then we're back in the 70s. Cool morning. Certainly it's wrap and peel weather through the weekend, but we do see the return of the 80s on the 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Lou. The Care